Hello there and welcome to today's ride. This morning I'm just out on a quick spin on my Buns, Bent and Hoe route, but as you can see the weather isn't brilliant and I'm already looking forward to sunnier days to come. Now I need something to focus my training over the winter, and with that said I've got a couple of amazing events in mind. Don't get me wrong, riding in the UK is great. Although the weather isn't that nice today, autumn really is the season of mists and mellow fruitfulness. Winter isn't that bad either. Generally speaking, it doesn't get that cold. We can have freak weather events where it will go below, minus 15 degrees Celsius, but generally speaking, we might have a handful of days below zero and then the rest of it is just wet and windy. Contrary to what most people think, spring and summer in the UK can be hot and sunny. It can get up to 35 degrees and actually be too hot to ride. But the problem here is that the weather is so unpredictable. You can have a hot and sunny day like that, and then the next day you can have 12 degrees, wet and windy again, just like it was in the winter. As much as I love cycling in my local area here, I also love travelling. But obviously that's not been quite so easy this last year or so for obvious reasons. My last trip abroad was this time last year to Italy when I was invited over by my friend Tim at Inspired Italy to ride around the Adriatic coast area near Cesenatico. But since then travel restrictions became rather more complicated. Thankfully that's easing now, and we've got the world of cycling to look forward to. My obvious go-to trip is Mallorca, and it really is an absolute cycling paradise. I normally go out there in the autumn, but yeah, there's no reason why I couldn't go out a bit earlier. But yeah, the autumn's just a little bit too far away for me to concentrate and use as focus for my motivation. As I'm making this vlog, last Sunday, that would have been the 10th of October, was the Cap Argus ride in Cape Town in South Africa. Now this has always been one of my bucket list rides to do. I've wanted to ride it ever since I first heard about it back maybe 10-15 years ago. Now, because of COVID, it was scheduled from its usual place in March to October, and that represented a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me because I was able to hold on to the fitness that I had over the summer. Unfortunately though, at the time, South Africa was on the red travel list from the UK, and that meant, although while travelling to South Africa would have been relatively straightforward, coming back to the UK would have meant that I would have had to have quarantined in a hotel for about 2 weeks at a minimum expense of about £2,500. So basically that would have been almost as much as the trip down to South Africa to do the ride in the first place. Consequently, I didn't do it, but fortunately it has been rescheduled again for its usual place in March 2022, and my friend Ingo, that runs some cycle tours down in South Africa, has invited me back, so I will be making every humanly effort possible to get down there and ride the Cap Argus in March 2022. As I mentioned on the vlog a little while ago, I've also been invited back to Italy for a couple of weeks to do some cycling out there with my friend Tim at Inspired Italy. Nothing's been set in stone at the moment and the details are still to be arranged, but the plan at the moment is to go back out there maybe late spring 2022 and get back to enjoying Italian cycling culture and all of the amazing food and drink that's on offer over there. Both trips are just a fantastic opportunity for me to focus on my off-season training and just get fit for both of those rides. Now, the good thing about both of those trips is that they will also be open to viewers of the channel here, and the best way to find out how you can join me in either South Africa or Italy, or if you're feeling a bit sassy you can do both, is to contact Ingo or to contact Tim, and I'll leave details of their websites in the description below this vlog. Here we are at the beginning of the winter off-season, and while the weather's still nice, it's relatively easy to get out and do the training. But as the weather becomes inevitably worse, it becomes increasingly difficult to keep your eyes on the goals. But that's when it becomes really important to not lose focus, because if you do, all you'll start seeing are the obstacles. If you'd like to see what it's like cycling in Italy and a few other places, click on the travel playlist coming up in the end screen. But in the meantime, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.